Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy JB Roseau. You tuning into this podcast, and this episode gonna be about confidence building, man. Gonna teach y'all how to be like sure of yourselves, how to build y'all self-esteem and everything like that, man. You know, I'm here with.
It's your girl, Real Pretty TT. It's Milan.
Kvng Geezy.
Hey, man. Man, what's today's energy like for y'all? How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Positive, real great inside, real spiritually connected.
Yes,
Okay, I like
Look,
it. I like it.
today's Mother's Day, man. So happy Mother's Day to all the ladies and mothers that are out there, man. We love and appreciate all of y'all, and the ones that have passed away, man. We were sorry for your loss and everything. We appreciate y'all as well, and definitely beautiful spirit, man. So kind of go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty, man. How y'all feeling right now as far as your confidence level? Like on some real shit. How y'all feeling with your confidence level?
Through the roof.
Through the roof. Let's go.
When I got out that car to walk up here, I was like, yeah, you did that.
Yeah, we stepping hard, boy. That's what I'm talking about. TT, how you feeling with your confidence level, man?
I feel like I'm real confident in myself. Like a lot of little stuff been boosting my ego lately. So it's just like
Okay, man. Coco, how you feeling, yo, with your confidence?
I'm feeling good. I felt like, growing up, it was some insecurities that I had to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've overcome those insecurities, can't shit stop you.
Can't shit stop you. Well, that's what I like to hear, man. You unstoppable today. Yesterday, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
He's gonna say fuck tomorrow.
Yeah, I know I was gonna say fuck tomorrow, nah. Man, fuck how you were yesterday and shit, man. It's about how you is today, man. Like the past don't define who you are, man. You have control over your today's time and your future.
Exactly. That's why I love tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? But now, what are some common barriers to building self-confidence? Like, how did y'all overcome those barriers for yourselves?
So I think a common barrier, like maybe not a lot of people, but certain people experience is, people who think less of themselves or people who have insecurities, like they'll look at you as arrogant, and it's just like, no, I'm not arrogant. Like I'm confident in who I am. I'm not gonna dim my light for you. So just gotta say fuck them, keep it pushing.
I like that, man. I actually got a question for y'all later with that, man.
You gotta know the difference though between arrogant
and confident.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna hit y'all.
Some people do be arrogant as fuck. Some people just be confident. Like I know, I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I'm the shit.
yeah.
I feel like you have to grow in understanding that not everyone is going to find you attractive or like you, and they don't have to. And that's okay. I feel like, but growing up though, it's like you grow up as a pick-me-ass motherfucker where you just like, why the fuck you don't like me? Right. Not even like you romantically, but why you don't like me as a person?
Exactly.
Or what's so good about that person that you like that person, you don't like me? Because I remember I had to go out of that because I was like, okay, what's wrong with me? But then it was like, there was nothing wrong with me. We're just not meant to be coexisting together. You have your own preferences and I have mine. I don't have to like what you like. You ain't gotta like what I like. I'm not attracted to your mindset. You're not attracted to me physically. That's okay.
I like that, and I really want to touch upon that point with Milan, because it's kind of like I have a quote in my head. I never said it. I'm saying now. It's like my vibe is for everybody, but it's for nobody. In a sense,
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be like my vibe is open. If you cool, you got good energy, I'm gonna vibe with you. But if you come with some nonsense and none of that stuff like that, then like, okay, you do your thing, I do my thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna alter my energy to reflect on what you want. This is what my energy is. This is what I give. If you don't like it, that's fine. Keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll run across somebody who you do like. But I'm not gonna sit here and really dig in on myself and go in like, damn, maybe you should change X, Y, and Z. No, motherfucker, you just weren't meant to be in my space. Because if you coming into my space telling me I need to change my entire energy, my entire existence of who I am, you was never meant to be here. Because that's not what your purpose is supposed to be in my life. You can help build me and help me grow, but to sit there and want me to change everything about me, no.
And we actually touched upon that in our last podcast episode with destruction, right? As far as like having your principles, your beliefs, like everything that you stand on, like keep that inside you. So when the new energies come around, the new people that you interact with, like have those principles and beliefs. And if it's ever challenged, then that is shown that that person don't deserve to be in your life. How can we develop a healthy sense of self-esteem without being called arrogant or narcissistic? Like before we even get started, what does being arrogant and narcissistic mean to y'all? Like, yeah.
I'm about to be shady.
Tell me the definition, man.
Okay, so I have like the perfect example. There's a person that I know.
Okay.
And I feel like they are one of the most arrogant people I've ever met in my life. Like they're one of those people that just feels like you had to have been ugly in your past life, because the way you come in now as an adult is very distasteful. Like, you know, they're one of them people, they work out every day, you know, catch them in the gym, always posting something about the gym. And then when you see them in person, you catch their energy literally gives off, especially towards women, their energy gives off, you know you want me. You might not say you want me, but I know you want me. So I'm gonna step to you with the I know you want me energy, and you better want me at the end. And it's like, like, so when I first met him, this man walked up to me as I'm talking to another man. Walked up on me and this man and was like, cool, so which one of us you finna go home with tonight? Excuse me?
What?
When I tell you, I looked at him, I'm like, do you not see who I'm talking to right now? If I'm talking to him, why would I consider going home with you? But he was just standing there and I'm like, ew, like you too cocky. I ain't kissed you, looked at you, touched you, nothing.
None
And you
of that.
gonna walk up on me and another grown man to ask who I'm finna go home with? Sir, that's how you get shot in your kneecaps. Don't play with me like that. Do not play with me like that. And that's why he knew the second time he saw me,
Not to come like that,
don't play
bro.
with me like that. No. So you tried to go for somebody else and that still didn't work.
Mm.
And even she said he had the same energy. He had that energy of, I know you want me. I know I'm fine as hell. You want me. And she was just like, ew, like,
Bro.
that's repulsive. Like, if you're attractive, be attractive. You could be attractive as fuck. There's at least 1 to 5 people that find you unattractive in a room full of 20.
That's
and I
real.
was gonna say, like, just to add to what Milan is saying, like, somebody that's arrogant, like, they're boastful, like, they have to list off all their accomplishments. They gotta say what they got, what they don't got. Versus somebody that's confident, it's like your energy speaks. No, it just speaks. You don't have to say nothing, and people just they get it.
To piggyback off your point, sis, like it's kind of like when you know that you sure yourself, you sure of like everything that you have accomplished and everything that you're working on, that you have, like let that speak for yourself. People are gonna find out. I'm gonna use this as an example, man, and I'm not gonna go too deep. So I want to have the topic like this for the next podcast episode about like having game. To be honest, you know what I'm saying?
Not
Like just having game. Like man, look, if you know you got money, if you got nice cars, nice clothes, whatever you have to offer, like don't lead with that. You know what I'm saying? Like just know that that's what you have. Lead with your personality. Know that you a dope ass person to be around. That's confident. Knowing that you a dope ass person to be around. That's that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me my collar that's not here.
It's like the more people be around you, bro. Like the more people that I mean, the longer that people be around you, like they will start to see that. They gonna see it's that nigga. They gonna see that shit, bro.
Say what you got.
You ain't gotta speak on
what
that.
you accomplished. Like let your vibe speak for yourself. You know, just speak for your confidence.
Exactly,
I
like
ain't gonna lie, I be getting overwhelmed when I get to thinking about how far I came. So I can't talk about that shit too much.
exactly,
So,
bro.
like, bruh, I don't know. For me, like when it comes to that, I feel like people who are arrogant, they're like filling a void. Like
Absolutely.
they're compensating for something. I think that's like what it is.
It's giving a little dick energy.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. They're compensating for something, and it's like you can be confident. You can even be confident to the point where you popping your shit. Because even for me, like I feel like I'm like I talk my shit, but like my confidence comes from the work that's put in. Like I'm only as confident as far as like how much I put into what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying, and how I, you know what I'm saying, I don't know that. Like I said, I feel like most people are just compensating for something when it comes to that, where they have to like lead with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm glad that you touched upon that point too, bro. When you were saying like you confident, like you have to talk your shit. Sometimes, like, don't get it twisted. Talk your shit when nobody else is doing that, cause you have to. Like, it's just like if ain't nobody gonna like say what the fuck is going on, how you doing shit. Talk your shit. You got your own crib, you got your own car, you got a nice paying job. You know you don't gotta like spade to the world, but talk your shit. Like, hey, I'm doing good for myself. Like, I came a long ways, but don't say it as like you like trying to impress people. Like, somebody try to steal your shine. Like, nah. Like, listen, I work for it to be where I'm at right now. Like, that's not being arrogant. That's just like, listen, don't get shit twisted. The shit I have, I work for it. You know what I'm saying?
I hate like a fake arrogant person.
Mm.
Like, you sitting here talking shit about or not even that. You're giving off this facade of what lifestyle you're living.
Mm-hmm.
If I really peel back them layers, you ain't got shit.
Shit, what?
Because literally, there's a girl, I just had to block her ass last night. Because I'm stepping into this, you know, softer, gentle era where I'm not on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the flow. I'm not going back and forth with you. So there's this girl I met, and I should have known off her energy is just very wishy-washy. It's very, it was giving negativity off rip. She was like, oh, so how old are you? Okay, I'm 23. Oh, what month? I told her, oh, I'm older than you. Okay. And I was like, okay, and you ain't got no car. She's like, I'm like,
shit, you ain't got no car, nigga.
You ain't got no car. You ain't got no car, and you're working. I ain't gonna say where she work, but girl, you a little server. Like, be for real. But like, if you go look at her social media life, fancy this, fancy that, handbags, this, that, and the third, but you don't have a car. And you sitting here talking to me about how you stressing trying to find more money. You still trying to save up on your down payment. Keep in mind, her down payment, she wants to put $1,300 down. I said, baby, that's not hard.
Nah, that's...
The life, you better sell some of that shit you posting on Instagram.
Oh,
You
God.
better sell some
I'm
of that
serious
shit.
about that shit.
Exactly. And then I'm trying to help her because I'm like, do you at least know what kind of car you got? Have you checked your insurance rates? Any of that? She's talking about some... So what? So like, do I need to check my insurance rates first to see what kind of car I'll get approved for? Girl, I was just sitting there during that conversation, and I'm like, so you sitting here, because when I tell you, she was like trying to come at me like, this isn't helpful advice because you're on your second car, blah, blah, blah. Girl, I'm trying to help you. This is the shit that I had to learn.
Yeah.
Don't go looking for no car until you know your insurance rates first.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter what car you get, it's your first car in your name. They're going to tax you. But arrogant people do not like to hear about themselves in ways they can improve.
No,
I
they
was
don't.
gonna say, do
don't.
y'all feel like there's a difference between arrogant and narcissistic? Like, do y'all feel like there's a difference?
Because like, okay, so the difference between being arrogant and being narcissistic, the defining two is that narcissistic people don't admit to their wrongs.
Do
They would.
people?
Well, I would say the biggest difference with narcissists, they may... All right, look at it from like a competitive standpoint. Like, a narcissist may be just as good as they're talking, but they're just obnoxious. With arrogance, they might not even be who they. You feel me? Motherfucker will tell you, I got $1 million type shit, and them niggas broke living with their mama. Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the deal. Like, a narcissistic person, like, they doing it. They're just obnoxious with it.
That, and also like, with narcissistic people, like they basically play victim. So
they can't do no wrong.
They can't do no wrong.
Do no wrong type shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna spin it
to everybody type shit.
Anybody that'll listen.
So I like that. Like, so when it comes to narcissistic people and arrogant people, narcissistic people tend to be able to like back up what they're saying. Yeah. Arrogant people typically they speak, they bite off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Arrogant person gonna keep going and going and going. They gonna keep coming up with so many lies until you'll never have an end point. You gotta keep making a more extravagant lie than the last one to just make your life sound better and better each person you meet.
You talking about arrogant or narcissistic?
Arrogant.
Okay,
yeah. With narcissists, they gonna tell you the truth. Like I said, they just fucking.
You said something that you said before, bro. I want the people to know like what that means. The wolf ticket. What is that, bro?
Selling wolf tickets. So like, the using, because for me, I grew up, you know, in AAU, and like I talked a lot, but like I said, my confidence came from the work that was put in. Other people that used to see me used to try to match my energy, but you can't match my energy if you're not doing what I'm doing, because I'm gonna eat you alive. So they used to sell wolf tickets, or what like it comes from the story of the boy who cried wolf. How he kept saying that, oh, there's a wolf, and the people came, and then when there was really a wolf, nobody came because he told everybody. What's the name? So like we say when a nigga like talking shit, ain't not really you selling wolf tickets. Yeah, you just selling wolf tickets. Nigga.
You chatting, bro.
Yeah, you
know
just chatting. You ain't really about.
You grew up with some older people.
Hey man, I like that, selling wolf tickets,
I mean,
man.
I was raised by my grandfather's sister, so I'm like, I'm deep south type shit.
Nah, I like that, man. I want to like touch back on Milan's story and everything. When you was kind of like telling about like how.
The bitch
Like
that
she,
twisted her
yeah,
ankle?
she looked different on social media than what she was in real life and everything.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yes, like I met this one chick. She was bad as hell. Like I mean, like just like Instagram model and everything. Sure, they ain't really had no place to stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to help her get a job and all that. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'll help you put together a resume. You know what I'm saying? Push up and all that, and we work on this together. I'm gonna help you get on your feet. Man, sure, they never pushed up. Hit me on some like here and there. I'm like, oh, you just hit me up like. On some, okay, you in the mood. That don't bring that type of energy around me. You know what I'm saying? You wasting my time and my resources.
You don't want to help. You just wanted me to like
do this shit for
give
you.
You want me to do it for you. Like, oh, okay, come stay with me type shit. I'll take care of you. It
None of
ain't
that.
down like that.
Look, booty and beauty get you about so far with me, nigga. Like literally, that shit gets you so far. Like once you see how you really is, show that you ain't staying. But yo, we about to take a break real quick, man. I want to take the time to shout out the brand that's actually sponsoring us. It's called B for Life, and that's B the number 4 LYFE. I'm gonna drop the link below to the website and everything. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, check out the products. It's a lifestyle brand that look to inspire people to want the best in life and to empower them to be able to achieve it, man. So we'll be right back, man. Y'all stay tuned, and I mean, peace. All right, yo, we back from break and everything, man. So, like, how y'all feeling since we came back from break? Amazing. All right.
Hot box like a motherfucker.
It is hot
it's
today,
hot,
for
yeah.
real,
Yeah,
boy.
it's hot.
Dang, it's hot, boy. But just to go ahead and continue the conversation about confidence building, I have a next question for y'all, which would be, what role do our past experiences and upbringing play in shaping our confidence levels? And how can we work through any negative patterns or beliefs that we may have?
So for me personally, I'd say I contribute my confidence to my mother, but it's like in the opposite way. Cause like growing up, my mother never complimented me.
Oh,
Like she never called me pretty, beautiful, none of that shit. She would literally say the opposite. She would down me all the time, but like if a family member or a friend was like, oh my God, your daughter is so beautiful, she'd be like, oh my God, thank you, yeah, she is, right? And I'd be looking at her like, bitch, you ain't never said it because you meant it. You only say it when somebody else says it, so you don't look bad. So I had like put it into a mindset of, I'm gonna shit on you. Or not even shit on you, you're gonna notice me in all the positive aspects. I'm gonna do better than my brother no matter what. I'm going to never have to need you financially, none of that. I'm going to make sure you know who I am. You know I'm doing good in life. And I mean, I already look better than you, so it's like shit.
yo,
But that's the craziest part. My family feels like me and my mother have beef because I look better than her. Like, I'm having I had different teenage years, and like I'm different in my 20s. Like in her 20s, you know, she was pregnant by like 21. I ain't got pregnant yet, thank you Lord.
let's go.
You know, I take care of myself. I work out consistently here and there. But yeah, so it's like I actually put in the effort for everything I want. If I know there's something about my looks that I don't like, I'm changing it. Anything that is going to affect me, anything that I'm going to dwell on mentally about myself, I figure out what do I need to do to change it to where I'm confident in myself. Ain't nobody else going to, if someone else points it out, I'm okay with it. I've already came up with a plan on how I'm going to fix it about myself. Not because you don't like it, because I simply want to change it myself, not because you told me you think I should type shit.
Simply because you want to be the best version of yourself, it sounds like.
Yeah, as long as it's something that I have control of changing, I'm going to do it. Now, if it's, I'm not going to sit here and get no surgery and all that shit. I'd rather just, I don't care to have a crazy ass body as long as I'm pretty. Pretty privilege is enough at this point. I don't care about the rest. Like, pretty privilege is enough. It really gets you. It gets you further than the bodies, because you know these bitches are going out bad with the bodies.
Nah, I really want to touch up on the points that you've been hitting with that, man, because like the fact that you actually turn a childhood trauma into like something more positive and channel that energy to making the best version of yourself. I think that's really good. You know what I'm saying?
I love my mama for that. Girl, you bullied me and look at me now. Oh, shit, I think I'm the shit now.
Exactly.
I'm just like, you did that shit.
It's like you can either, you know what I'm saying, take what somebody's giving you and let it like destroy you, or you can take that as a tool to build you up to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? And
in the opposite direction. We're not going to.
I was just gonna also say like, as far as you saying hitting things, being natural and all of that, like it's your preference, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like do it for you. Like, yeah, like don't do it just because this is gonna get you to this place and that place and whatever. It's like you have to do it for your own like self gratification, because it's like if you do it for somebody else and you don't get that, you looking stupid. You looking like
is in the eye of the beholder, and you need to look at yourself at all times. I don't give a fuck what nobody else is looking at. You're gonna walk into a room with 100 people. It might be 99 motherfuckers in the room that don't like what they see when they look at you. One motherfucker will. It don't matter.
It reflect back to what you said earlier. Like even if you are attractive, you can. If you walk in, there's somebody who just doesn't think you're attractive.
Yeah, you just don't meet their preferences, and that's okay. I'm not built to meet everyone's preference that I meet. As long as I fulfill my own preferences of what I find comfortable within myself, that's all that matters.
And I think, like, man, with those points that y'all hitting, as far as like having, knowing that you're not going to be able to please everybody or be attracted to everybody, I think that's something we should hit on a little harder, because a lot of people try to like fit into everybody's box. And
there's
it's
some
like,
pick-me's.
Exactly. And I want to let y'all know, like, literally, man, like, there's been times a girl would be like, she not interested. She be hella cute. I'm thinking like, yo, you hella beautiful. I want to get to know you. And she like, nah, I got a boyfriend, or nah, I'm not interested. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Move on to the next, because boom, now later on this, it could be the same day. It has been the same day sometimes. I bag another girl who look way better. Body look even big. I mean, booty look bigger, or whatever you want to say. Like, she's a little better than the last chick. She gave me a chance. She was interested in me. So how Milan said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Like, just because one person don't like you doesn't mean like everybody don't like you. Like, the next next person that you want to talk to, whatever, they gonna be, and they can be better. I mean, they will be better. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't let that last little hiccup slow you down. Move on to
take
next.
Rejection seriously.
Exactly.
Oh my God, you cannot
Shake
take
that.
that
Come
shit
on.
serious.
Don't take rejection
rejection
serious, man.
Rejection so serious. You really can't take it serious. You gonna meet so many people that do not find you attractive. That is okay. The person that God has sitting there waiting out there for you gonna think you the best thing walking on this fucking planet.
And if you let rejection slow you down, that's when prevents you from getting what the person that God has put on this earth for you.
And at the end of the day, like, it's like throughout life. It ain't even just like when it comes to dating anything. Like, throughout like jobs, like, you're gonna get rejected. Like, like even when you're chasing your dreams, like, you think you're gonna get a yes everywhere you go. Like, you're gonna get rejected a lot. You only need one yes to be successful.
Exactly.
Literally, you only need one yes to be successful.
You finna marry every
a lot of no's in the mix.
Exactly. You finna sit here and marry 1,000 girls? Like, nah, you only need that one yes from that one girl. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
You only need to be right one
time. Like, literally, man.
I don't think people understand that shit.
Man, let's change the perspective on rejections and look forward to rejections, man. Like, I look forward to getting rejected, because it's teaching me, okay, well, boom, maybe it's something I said slightly off that might have threw her off, whatever the case. I'm gonna move better next time, or exactly, shake that bit off, man.
That's crazy, because like, even what I was telling you earlier, like, about like how my old boy used to make me go out. Even when I was a kid, we'll go to South Beach. He'll make me just go talk to all of the finest women out there. I feel like my daddy a thinker. I ain't gonna lie, my daddy a thinker. I feel like he was low key preparing me. Like, prepare me for rejection. Cause I was a kid talking to grown ass women. None of them, they would. Some of, I ain't gonna lie, a handful of them would probably give me their number, but like none of them was really like entertaining me for real.
Yeah,
they was
yeah.
grown ass women. I'm fucking 12, 11, 13 years old.
Yep.
Like, yeah, but I think it was more of like him working on my confidence. Like, no, just go out there and just do it. Cause what's the worst that can happen? And like, he used to always say, "What's the worst that can happen?" I'm like, "They gonna say no."
That's it.
Yep.
Right. So he was like, "Nah,
I
just
feel
don't do that
like-
shit."
I was about to say, I feel like that's how I go about a lot of things in life. Like the worst thing somebody can tell me is no, and then I'm just gonna move on and try something different. Like I feel like he said, put in the work and it'll build your confidence. But I feel like me being confident allows me to put in the work.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to touch upon both of those points, as far as like being okay with the rejection and like, you know, the worst thing you can get is a no. Like I'm gonna kind of give y'all some tips if y'all get that no. I ain't gonna go too much in depth. I feel like this is another topic for the next podcast episode. You know what I'm saying? By giving y'all game. But like, if a girl say no, somebody say no, you can say something to make them laugh. First of all, don't ever like take rejection and be like, man, fuck you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right, don't be on that goofy ass shit, man.
I ain't even come up around niggas that act like that.
Exactly.
So, I think that shit is lame as fuck.
That's first of all,
Just don't like you, bro. That's it.
Exactly. But what you can do is, man, say something witty, you know what I'm saying? Practice your game. Say something witty, make them laugh. So that way, at the end of the day, like, just a little, you know what I'm saying, tip. Say that, like, you said something witty that made that person laugh. And y'all spin the block, y'all see each other later on in life. Because you took the rejection well and you made them laugh, like, it's gonna make them look at you differently. You know what I'm saying? When the opportunity is presented again, whatever the case is. But, man, just end it off with a good note. Some things you can say, like, if a girl rejects you, okay, if she said she got a boyfriend, okay, that's cool. I voted for Donald Trump. She was like, huh? I thought we was lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say something funny like that. It's cool. Just say something random and funny like that, bro. It's just like, it's all about that's when your confidence come in. You should know that you good. It's all good, whatever. Brush it off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, it is what it is. But just leading off to like the next one with that question, man, like how can we learn to reframe negative self-talk and develop a more positive self-image about ourselves?
Realistically, you gotta like really, I mean for me personally, you gotta really get in tune with yourself and pick yourself apart by yourself. I pick myself apart. Any insecurities that I have will be my own, not because somebody else inflicted them into me. You're not gonna sit here and tell me I don't like X, Y, and Z. Okay, well I love that shit about me. So next, I know what my own insecurities are. I'm gonna know what my triggers are. I'm gonna see, is there a way to go about this for my sake, not for you. Don't do it because somebody else kept picking at it. Only make those changes because that's what you sincerely want to do. So, I mean, you gotta sit there, pick yourself apart. You're your own worst critic, best critic, whatever at the end of the day. Pick yourself apart, come up with a strategy. How can I improve for the better? And still have confidence and not let this shit bother me. If it does come up in conversation, cool. It don't bother me. I already went there, been there, did that. Because for me personally, I went and got Invisaligns. You know how long I've been wanting to straighten my teeth? And I've met people over the years, they're like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't give a fuck what you see. I see it.
And I agree, because even like my whole braces situation, I told people I was getting braces, they're like, your teeth aren't straight. Okay, I don't care what you think, like, I'm looking at myself, and for me, my side profile, it wasn't given. I'm gonna get these braces, and I'm gonna go about my day. And everybody was just like, especially him, he like,
But I was like, do your thing though. Look, you did this shit, and then guess what? When her shit started shaping, I was like, damn,
now
your shit was kind of cricket.
But
Your shit was kind of
I really want to hit up on those points, man, about how y'all trying to improve, like, just little small things that y'all notice about yourselves. Like, it's okay to identify that in yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that will help with your confidence, like being the best version that you think that you can be. And I mean, literally putting your best foot forward. Like,
and honestly, it doesn't even have to be physical. It could be like how you talk to yourself, mental, like, you know, how you talk to other people. Like, damn, like, even with me, like when I was in college, I was very blunt. And it took my roommate to come to me and say, like, okay, I don't like how you say certain things. And I had to look at it like, damn, like I could have said that, you know, a lot better. I could have worded that differently. So, you know, it doesn't even have to be physical all the time. It could just be how you are with other people, just you as a whole. Just, you know, find that thing that's like, okay, I can work on this, I can do this better, and just do better.
Exactly. Like literally, like you know, so you're ever growing in life, man. Like you will never be the best you can be. You will never be like perfect. You already know that. So like, never sit there and think that like you have everything together, that you have everything figured out, and then like you that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm forever. You should want to be like, you should be excited to be working on the best version of yourself. Okay, I can improve this. It's a challenge. It's something new.
I don't know. I feel like God put you here to experiment. Like that nigga did not put us here with a full blueprint. This is how your life finna go. You finna know every step of the way. You're supposed to experiment, navigate, and find the path that works for you.
Find what you like. Find what you don't like.
Don't try to copy somebody else. Like if you see somebody else being successful, what they did is not gonna work for you.
And don't assume people got it figured out because you think they're successful. Like
they did the same shit you did. They had to sit there and really get right with themselves, figure out what makes me happy, and then go that path. You can't just do something because somebody else did it. If that shit don't make you happy, you might get money off of it. It might bring you some blessings, but you're not happy. You're not fulfilled.
And going back to like money doesn't equate to success.
It gets you shit.
It's a resource.
It's a resource,
boy.
That's running out. Shit.
A couple things.
Yeah, we need to fuck around and see what that yin talking about.
Nigga, word.
China and Russia done bounced away from our shit.
Oh God.
Different conversation though.
Now, a couple things I wanted to share with y'all, man, that I wanted to hit earlier. The first point was like investing into yourself, like actually doing that. Like that really does build your confidence. Like I get my hair cut on a weekly basis, you know what I'm saying? Not for nobody, just because it's like it makes me feel good. I'm keeping up with myself. I also started recently, like niggas gonna say this. We get our hands, we get our feet cleaned up. We don't get them done and none of that. Look, we get it cleaned up. So I got my hands and my feet cleaned up. You know what I'm saying?
It's a manicure and a pedicure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Niggas got their hands and their feet cleaned.
Niggas get mani pedis out
But
here.
the other thing, exactly. But listen, like I think, like for the fellas, it should. I should be. Nah, like.
I mean, if he going with me.
Okay.
Nah, listen. I mean, my perspective, man. Men like invest in that, man. Like a girl gonna listen. Since I've been starting to do that, girls have been noticing. Like, okay, your hands looking clean. Okay, I like that. They literally call it out. And like all they thinking, they saying when this fingers go inside this shit, it's gonna be clean. Just keeping the butt. So that's what they really thinking, man. So, but
if your nails dirty, I don't want you to touch it.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas like, bruh, invest in getting your hands clean, man. It's no fruit in that and anything. If you are, then that's cool. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you completely confident in who you are as a man, there's nothing wrong with getting your hands and your feet cleaned up, man. Do that shit. It's a hygiene thing.
So why don't you call it by the name? You keep saying clean up. Why don't you call it what it is?
We gonna keep it masculine. This is a masculine version of that bitch. Yeah, it's a mani petty.
You know you ain't.
Right, you get mani petty.
It's mani petty, but
It's a man.
this the
Manicure
petty.
and a pedicure.
yeah.
No, you get mani petty.
Yeah, so you know it keeps up with your highness, y'all, and everything. But that and also like dressing good, like G said, it's in previous podcast episode, man. Like when you dress good, you feel good, you're gonna do good. You do good. What they say, G?
They pay good.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that goes with being confident. You put your best foot forward, man. I mean, it's cool if you chilling or whatever. You gonna step out and go to the shore with some sweatpants. That's all right, whatever. But just know, like, hey, you still not putting your best foot forward. So I'm just saying, if you want best results, put your best foot forward, man.
I just want to touch on the fact that I feel like your self-image is really what you make of yourself. Like, it really shouldn't matter, like what everybody else say. It really shouldn't matter what somebody says about you. Like, other people's opinion of me is not my business at all. Like, honestly, you should be able to, I'm not gonna say know who you are, because I'm still learning who I am in this world, but you should be able to love yourself regardless of the things that you go through or the things that you don't have, the things that you want in this life. You get what I'm saying? You should love yourself enough to want to work towards it, to build yourself up. You should affirm, like, this is my life. I want this for me. I have this. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't let what outside people say allow you to talk bad about yourself. That's how I keep my positive.
I like that.
Self-image. Yeah.
I like that, man. Actually, I got a point with that one as well, man. I was going to share, man. It's kind of like, you ever heard of the RAS? Reticular Activating System. All right, so all right.
In your brain, right?
So yeah, so
Think about shit.
so your reticular activating system, man, it's a system in your mind that filters out what is needed. I mean, what is basically accepted by you or not, and it's based upon like what you like and what you don't like. And it's literally like, it's not a right or wrong thing. It's how you perceive the world. So if you're looking at the world through a negative lens as like, okay, I'm not going to be good enough because this, and that. I'm not going to be able to speak up in the meeting because I don't know everything, or I'm new or whatever. Or if you like, I can't talk to this person because I look this way. What your reticular activating system is going to do is find every single thing to confirm what the fuck you thinking. It's literally going to be finding everything. And if you recalibrate your reticular activating system, your RAS, to like view yourself differently, it's gonna do the same thing what it did the other version. It's gonna find everything that it can do to confirm the positive beliefs now. So if you say, okay, I can't speak up in that meeting because what I've been studying, it's gonna confirm, okay, you've been studying these days and whatever on this topic. Or you can talk to this person because you've been dressing, because you're investing in your haircut, you're getting your hair done, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're looking good. Like, it's good for seeing all those things. So basically your RAS, your reticular activating system, is only going to point out things of how you view yourself and how you perceive the world. So recalibrate your mind to like basically think highly of yourself and think like you the best, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that way it points out everything to confirm that, and now you're confident because you're sure of yourself.
Is it kind of like when you be like, okay, I want this car, like I want a Jeep, and all of a sudden you just start seeing Jeeps everywhere? That's
exactly what it is. Literally, like your reticular activating system, you start thinking something, and it's going to confirm every single thing that wraps around that one thought process. Exactly. That is crazy. That's a perfect example. You ever like sit there and say, I want this car? Actually, you have the example, so I'm going to let you say it.
No, like for me, it's like the same thing. Like I always tell myself I will never get a red car because the statistics say like red cars often to get pulled over and robbed, whatever. I got a red car now. So it's like for now it's like, okay, I see the type of car I have often and I see that color often. I'm just like, damn, like I never really paid attention until I got, this specific car. So that was like the first thing that popped in my mind when you were talking about RAS.
Yeah. So even if it's proceeding in that way, like literally when your mind basically just thinks of something, like, man, I want to get a TV. Now your mind gonna be looking at every single thing about TVs on social media, on wherever it goes. You're gonna be looking at like, you're gonna be going to Walmart. Oh, let me go look at a TV today.
Phones be doing that too. You think about something like, oh, I want a wig. Next thing you know, you go on Instagram. Every ad
that's the government, boy.
That ain't RAS.
That's the government.
That ain't RAS.
They trying to get your ass.
Trying to get your
boy. But nah, similar thing though.
Yeah. But I mean, to touch on what you were saying, you do have to like shape your mind into what it is that you want. Like you can't, like it goes back to like motherfuckers like that be hoping and wishing for something. Like that's the power of manifestation. You can't hope and wish. You gotta really manifest like what it is that you want into your life. You have to go toward it, and then it'll come to you. You can't just be like, man, I hope I get some money. Like, no, you gotta start like working towards what it is that you want. Whatever goal you set out and you actually work toward it, you can accomplish. Like literally. And I don't think people really like understand that shit. Like, bro, it's really all about how you think of the world. The whole thing, all of this shit is energy. If you putting the energy out there and you working towards that energy, but you're gonna get what you receive type shit.
Man, perception is everything, and like literally like that can go as deep as like having anxiety and overthinking and things like that. Like literally like you can sit there. I mean, I'm just going to speak on me, for example. I dealt with anxiety and overthinking for so long, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just now really working, I wouldn't say just now, but I've been working on that for, you know what I'm saying, minute as far as just correcting that, because that's not something I want to carry on. And it's like literally times where I would sit there and think something like, okay, this might be like, I don't know, like I just did this and I didn't mean to, and this chain reaction can happen. and then literally the next day or whatever, it never happens. It's a false image in your mind. It's a false reality that's created in your mind, and like and it's being real. If you're confident in yourself, this is when the confidence comes in. You sure yourself. You know that you put your best foot forward. You know your intentions were never like this, and that's what I've been telling myself, and that's been helping. Like I tell myself, listen, you know your intentions were pure. You know that you put your best foot forward. You didn't mean what you. If they interpreted it the wrong way, you didn't mean it that way. And if they are real, they're gonna come to you like, hey, what was this? And then y'all work it out like that. But if they don't need to be in life. So like literally that has been shaping that and been like really like reassuring me that, okay, you know what, like everything's all good. Like I got me at the end of the day. That's all at the end of the day, like I know I got myself. My bills are paid. You know, I'm looking good. My haircut always good. I'm taking care of myself. So yeah, like that's my base confidence since I take care of myself.
Yeah, I mean, I felt with that. That's why I don't like apologizing, because I don't feel like I never like. Me personally, I've hurt people's feelings, but I don't feel like I've like went out my way to try to like be mean to someone or hurt. Like I might have said something that you took the wrong way, or you know what I'm saying, but I ain't never maliciously tried to attack nobody or like try to make them feel less of themselves. So it's like me, I don't like apologizing when it comes to like feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's on some other shit, like yeah, I'm gonna be feeling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't apologizing.
Nah, 100%, bro. Like if you know that you was just being real, you being straightforward, you ain't just telling somebody something like, and I mean, knowing you personally, bro, I know you're not gonna just tell somebody. Like my saying is like, don't tell somebody that they actually and not getting lotion. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit there and be like, yo, like this, and the third about you, and not tell you like how to correct it and how to like better yourself and everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just call shit out like that. So I mean, yeah, like if you know that your intentions are real and that you're not trying to put nobody down. It's just like, hey, like they take you have no control over the other person. That's the last podcast episode we talked about. Like we don't have control over like people's reaction and all that. You have to understand that. So have confidence in you. Know that you like you good. Your intentions are pure, and that like you put your best foot forward, and everything's all good. Like you got yourself at the end of the day. So yes, sir. So I guess the last question I kind of have for y'all, man, like how can we find balance between pushing ourselves to improve and accepting ourselves as we are?
Just not having a settling like mentality. Just know that it's always a better version of yourself. Like just literally just push yourself to be better than you are. Like never settle for where you at, because it could get better. I feel like some people like, okay, you know, I have this 9 to 5, I make good money, you know, I'm good where I'm at. Like, I'm just gonna take it for what it is. It's just like, no, you honestly just have to push yourself to be better. Get all that you can out of life, and just not settling. Literally, just not settling.
I like that, sis. Just pick it back on that point with not settling. Excuse me. It's like my saying is being content but not complacent.
Right.
Like.
Exactly.
And I really want y'all to learn how to be content, because a lot of times we sit here and want, like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have this amount of money. I want to, you know what I'm saying, have this, and the third. And, like, we want all these things. And we don't, when we get to that point, like, we set these goals for ourselves. Like I said, by the time I turn 25, I'm supposed to be a millionaire. But I'm 25 now. I'm not. That shit hit me hard. But, you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of like I'm still blessed. Like I have a great paying job. I got a nice car. I got, you know what I'm saying, a nice crib. I got all my friends. I got my family. Like I'm content. I'm truly like seeing all what's around me and how blessed I am. So learn to be content and appreciate everything that's around you. You know what I'm saying? But not complacent, because it's kind of like I'm still gonna work on being the best version of myself. Just because I ain't become a millionaire by the time I turn 25. Like, I'm not gonna set myself for no goals for 30 or anything like that, but I just know that I'm gonna be a millionaire. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking into existence, I'm putting actions behind it. So I'm always gonna be working on like leveling up, being the best version, upgrading everything about my life, the car, house, you know what I'm saying? You know, just clothes, whatever. It's just, I'm always upgrading everything.
And like you said, like, you know, you had that goal. A lot of people, you know, they'll feel like it's not attainable because, okay, you know, I'm 25 now and I didn't become a millionaire. And they'd be like, all right, you know, I didn't achieve that goal, so fuck it, I can't achieve it. But it's like, you have to push yourself. Like, all right, I ain't do it at 25, maybe I'm gonna do it at 26, I'm gonna do it at 27. Like, you just have to push yourself and not settle that you can't get shit accomplished.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on the same shit. I don't know if you remember, I used to say by 27, I'm gonna be at an M, and like, it didn't happen at 27. But
how that shit make you feel, bro?
The reason why I didn't feel bad is because like what I did at that moment, I looked back at like where I was when I first made that statement and where I was when I was 27. And like honestly, in my adult life, I can honestly say, in my adult life, I've never taken a step back. I've had hiccups.
Yes,
I've like, you feel me? I bumped my head a few times. But even when I went to college and I moved back into my mama house to get right, like even that wasn't taking a step back because like when I moved back into my mama house, that's when I realized I wanted to start music. Like that's when I started the label. That's when I bought all of the equipment and stuff. So like literally in my adult life, since I've turned 18, I've never taken a step back. So like I had to look at it like that. Like I've literally been progress. Like I graduated. My graduation was on a Wednesday, and I left the house on Thursday. Never moved back home. I haven't lived in the house where I was raised in since the day after graduation of high school. Left that day, ain't went back, ain't took a step back since. So I can't look at it. I ain't a millionaire yet, but this shit only been going up.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, so fuck it.
And I mean,
that M coming though. That M coming.
Yes, sir. And I really want to touch upon a point with G too, like how you saying that you never took a step back, and I think that's really good. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta understand the what you accomplished and everything that you have achieved.
Embrace the journey. Embrace the story. Cause I had a situation when I first turned 18 where like I wanted my uncle to come pick me up from somewhere, and he got there and he was like, "Why the fuck you ain't take the bus?" And I was like, "I ain't want to get on no public transportation," and he literally left me there and went back home. He was like, "Motherfucker, you figure it out." And like when I got home, I wound up getting home that night, and he was like, "How the fuck you want to tell a story and don't have a story to tell?" And like that was his whole thing. Like, nah, bro, like you gonna have to go through shit in order for you to look back and tell people how you got this shit accomplished. That shit ain't just gonna come overnight. Embrace the story, bro. Embrace that shit. You gonna have them fucked up days. You gonna look at your account. You not having money and your shit might be in the negative. You might, man, you gotta like, man, fuck it. That's why I love tomorrow. Shout out to Glorilla.
Because I mean, something else I want to share with y'all, man. We a lot of times sit here and think that we're going to just continue to progress in a straight arrow. Life is not a straight arrow up. It's up and down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have, it's a roller coaster for real. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. And you have to understand that that's a part of life and enjoy. Like, look forward to, you should look forward to your rejections, like I said earlier. Look forward to rejection. Look forward to failures. Look forward to mess ups and everything. It's going to happen. You can't avoid it. And the faster that you change your mindset to accepting it and being prepared for it, the faster that you're going to actually progress and get to where you need to get to in life.
And for me,
it's not
like the rejection makes the bounce back like a lot more enjoyable. It's like, damn, like I thought like when they told me no, I couldn't get this job, I thought that was it. But it's like now that I have this better job, it's like it was a no for a reason.
And then you was getting this shit a part of, like you was with people who was going through the same process and you made it.
Exactly.
Literally.
So for me, I'll say I graduated high school at 18, and then 19 I was homeless because I got into it with my mom, and I was homeless for 2 months, going state to state, staying at random spots with niggas I didn't know and shit. And you know, shit happened during that time, and I remember, you know, I called my godfather. I went with him, and I'm like, he took me all the way to Texas and enrolled me into school, took all my shit and was like, you can start classes Monday. It was a weekend. He said, you can start classes Monday, be good to go. You set, like, this will be your future. I said, fuck no. I said, I'm sorry. Like, when I tell you we registered, they gave me the key to the dorm and everything. He was like, I'm giving you a new life. Like, I'm giving you a new start here. And I looked at him. I said, how much is it going to take you to take me back to Georgia? I'm not doing this. Damn. And he looked at me, he said, if you can come up with $250, I'll take you back to Georgia. Came up with the $250, he brought me back, and I've never went back to that place ever. Like I've always, and he was mad. He's like, "What the fuck you finna do now? Like I gave you a whole new start. You could have been done with school. It would have been paid for. You would have been good to go. You turned that down for what?" And I was like, that was a new start, but I couldn't see myself being happy there. If I can't see happiness in my future there, I don't want to be there.
There you go.
I know I'm finna still struggle to get to where I want to be, but I'd rather know I'm gonna have happiness at the end of that road versus being here just because you put me here on a free ride. And so yeah, I don't regret the decision I made, because all the blessings that have came my way from coming back, I haven't needed a handout, I haven't needed people, I've always made a way. And that taught me, like, you got this, like, don't ever go back to that. Which is what makes me want more, is knowing I've never had to go to my mother, nobody, I made it. And still making it.
There you go. Like, it's like, find peace in your journey. That's what I'm talking about. Find peace in your journey. And I mean, like I was saying earlier too, and Milan just touched upon the point again, like, knowing that you got yourself, that builds your confidence.
That's a powerful feeling.
That's a powerful feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing at the end of the day, no matter what happens, like, you're going to make sure you sustain yourself. You're going to make sure that you're always good. That's your confidence. That's your source of confidence, man. Nobody can take that from you.
I ain't gonna just to touch up on that a little more.
Yeah.
Cause it's funny, cause I had a moment with my mama. Cause like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first got into my adult life, my mama was like the one who used to like really help a nigga out like in every way. And like, it was this one point where she was just asking me, she's like, you ain't hit me up in a minute. You don't need nothing. And I was like, nah, like, I'm good. Like, it was like she was so used to, like, you know, helping out her baby boy so much. Like, I really hit that point where, like, damn, like I'm like, do you need something? Like, shit,
that's what I'm talking. And it's a good feeling.
That's a good ass feeling, bro. Like, for real.
Especially a good ass feeling you can get back to your mom when, like, they needed, like, your peoples and all that. They helped you out for so long, and now you're in a position where you can get back to them, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a great feeling. Y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in and all that to this podcast episode about confidence building, man. Definitely, the game, we have some good, valuable points that we shared, man. I love the stories that y'all shared, and you know what I'm saying, and all the different pieces of information that y'all gave out, man. Definitely good and very powerful. But y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm gonna drop everybody's social medias below. Y'all make sure y'all follow them as well, man. And hey, man, we got TT in the cut, yes sir. Milan, hey, you know the vibes, man. We got our boy G.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We got Coco in the cut as well, yo. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in again, man. Hey, peace.
In love.
Yes, sir.